Hey, mathematicians. We're going to be talking about elimination today and writing equations and solving a system using elimination, but we thought we'd pull this one back as kind of a reminder. So when you're solving systems using elimination, you want to first make sure all your variables are lining up. And then once they are, you want to make sure you can cancel something out. So when I look at this, I want to get x and y on the same side. So I've got 2x plus y equals 4, and I have negative x plus y equals 1. And so now I need to, oh, you know what? There's nothing to cancel out. So I need to figure that out. I'm going to multiply the bottom one by 2 because I know that if I do that, now I can cancel out my x's. So 2x plus y equals 4, negative 2x plus 2y equals 2. So the x's cancel out. 3y equals 6. Divide by 3. Y equals 2. All right. Once I know that, I'm going to substitute that back in. So 2 is equal to x plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. 1 equals x. So I've got 1, 2. Here we go. All right. One more here. Again, everything looks lined up. That's fantastic. But I can't cancel anything out. So I'm going to multiply this bottom one by 4. So the top one is going to stay as y equals 4x plus 3. And this is 4y is equal to negative 4x minus 8. So we've got 5y equals negative 5. So now I'm adding the two equations together, and then I'm going to simplify and solve. So y is equal to negative 1. I substitute that back in. So negative 1 is equal to 4x plus 3. Now, does it matter what equation I solve it back in for? Nope, not at all. Negative 4 is equal to 4x. X equals negative 1. So my answer is negative 1, negative 1. Fantabulous. All right, so here we go. We're going to write a system now and solve it. So we're going to find the value of two numbers if their sum is 38 and their difference is 12. So that's going to help me. I have to write one equation where their sum is 38 and one where their difference is 12. So sum means adding. So two numbers added together give me 38. Two numbers subtracted from each other give me 12. So I'm writing an equation for each part of it, and now I need to solve it using my strategies. So look at that. All the variables are lined up. Fantastic. And there's one I can cancel out. So these cancel out. So 2x is equal to 50. We're going to divide both sides by 2. X equals 25. One of my numbers is 25. Let's substitute it back in to figure out what the other number is. So 25 minus y equals 12. I'm going to subtract 25 from both sides. So negative y equals negative 13. Divide by negative 1. Y equals 13. So my two numbers are 25 and 13. Now, could I guess and check on these? Totally, you could, right? But having a strategy that works is going to help you become more efficient with it. But guessing and checking, you could have done that. That would work. All right, Miss Edstrom tells you that next week's test is worth 100 points and contains 38 problems. Okay, so it's worth, let's highlight what we know. It's worth 100 points, contains 38 problems. Each problem is worth either 5 points or 2 points. How many of each are there? Okay, so I'm going to call the 5-point questions X and the 2-point questions Y. So the number of 5-point questions plus the number of 2-point questions is equal to 38. The number of 5-point plus the number of 2-point is equal to 38. Now 5 times the number of 5-point questions plus 2 times the number of 2-point questions is equal to 100. So this helps me get my system set up. Now, again, could you guess and check? For sure. Here's a strategy that allows you to not do that. So to solve it out, I'm going to multiply the top one by -2. The reason why I picked -2 is because -2 times y is -2y. And when I add those two together, that would actually give me 0. So here we go. -2x minus 2y is equal to -76. 5x plus 2y is equal to 100. So these cancel out. So 3x is equal to 24. Divide by 3, x is 8. All right. So there are 8 5-point questions. If there are 8 5-point questions, then there are 30 2-point questions. All right. Now, guess and check would work, but here's another way of doing it. Okay. All right. Another one. Mike's school is selling tickets to the choir performance. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold, not solved, sold 5 senior citizen tickets and 5 student tickets. So we've got senior citizen tickets and we have student tickets. So let's column A is the senior citizens. And S is going to be the student tickets. So on the first day, they sold 5 senior tickets and 5 student tickets and made $140. So 5 times the cost of the adult tickets plus 5 times the cost of the student ticket was equal to 140. On the second day, the school sold 6 senior tickets and 5 student tickets, and they made $155. We want to find the price of each of those tickets, okay? So the variables represent how much those tickets cost. So the first thing we're going to do is solve the system. Everything is lined up, A's, S's, and the numbers, but I can't cancel something out. So what I'm going to do is multiply this one by -1. So I have -5a plus minus 5s is equal to -140. So 6a plus 5s is equal to 155. So 1a is equal to 15. So the cost of an adult, the cost of a senior ticket is $15. Now to figure out the cost of a student ticket, we're going to substitute that back in. So 5 times 15 plus 5 times S equals 140. 15 times 5 is actually 75. Plus 5S equals 140. We'll subtract 75 from both sides. 5S is equal to 65. Divide by 5. The student ticket is 13. And again, we're using skills that we've been working on all year long. All right, here we go. Last one. Dominic and Vinny, hey, they want to improve their yards by planting daylilies and ivies. They bought supplies from the same store. Dominic spent $80 on 2 daylilies and 5 pots of ivy. So Dominic spent $80 on 2 daylilies and 5 pots of ivy. Ooh, which we use? Let's use V. All right. Vinny spent $110 and he bought 5 daylilies and 5 ivies. What is the cost of a daylily and what is the cost of an ivy? All right. So I have what each of them spent. I have what Dominic spent and I have what Vinny spent. And let's see here. Everything's lined up. Ooh, I need to multiply this by -1. So I have negative 80 equals negative 2D plus negative 5V. 110 is equal to 5D plus 5V. The V's cancel out. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0. And so we've got that 30 is equal to 3D. Divide by 3. The daylilies cost $10 a piece. And once we know that, let's go ahead and substitute that right back in. So $80 is equal to 2 times 10 plus 5V. So 80 is equal to 20 plus 5V. Subtract 20. 60 is equal to 5V. V is equal to 12. So the IVs are $12. Okay. And again, for these, you can guess and check. It takes a lot longer. Understanding the process is super helpful. So you're gonna get time to practice some elimination, some writing in elimination. We have a review day planned and then quiz. So good work, kiddos. Nice job, mathematicians. We'll see you soon.